Okay, we're starting our live stream. Um, Somehow the other one didn't post, which I find very strange. It's not the first time this has happened. But anyways. Subscriptions. Hey, Shirley. It's easy to know that you're here because you're the only one that's an admin on here. Right. I had to take a phone call. That was the mother of my child. She called me. It's normal. I got to see my baby. I got to see Soul. She was jumping around all happy, which, it's my favorite girl. So, yeah. I always talk to Soul. I love my baby so much. Seriously. Every night I miss her. So we're going to start our first set, which is kind of like gets my body warmed up. And then I'm a little bit heavier today. Like almost 6 pounds heavier than when I was doing squats. So I don't know. I really love my baby. I don't know how to explain it. And through my baby, through my daughter, my 2-year-old, like in that time period, I really learned to care. Like I don't know how to explain that. Like sometimes I just I hear my daughter and like other people when they're like talking, and it's like I know exactly what it is. I don't know how to explain it. Like I love my baby so much. So I'm going to start with the set. I can barely read that from here, by the way. Yeah, I think my baby knows. But anyways. Right. When I was in the hospital while my wife the mother of my child had just given birth, I had made multiple visits because my other kid was in school. And the lady there told me that, they just love their dad no matter what, don't worry. And I was like, okay. The lady that gives you the guest pass, or the wristband to get into the hospital each time, they have a day visitor tag that you have to put on. But anyways, I'm gonna start these sets and try and get through these because I still haven't ate. I just ate a little bit of carbohydrates because I felt I would need them for this particular movement. And I'm still, my hamstrings are still just as tense as they were yesterday, which is hella funny, but in a good way. Alexa, 2-minute timer. So I did pretty good on this count. I think I made it to 80 before the timer. Not close to. Alexa, stop. That is not bleach. It's not bleach. I do not work out every day. I try and work out. I try and exercise every day, but I do take rest days. And they kind of set me back. But at the same time, I know that the muscle recovers in a different way. I learned my lesson with my right pectoral, so I don't mind the rest day. It kind of helps. But I do have a certain movement that I do these differently so that I can do them every day. But it happened doing it after 100 and something times in a row. So I kind of learned that. So I'm going to see how many I get on this one. I am not sure. But I don't work out every day. I do the sit-ups and push-ups 2 days in a row. And then sometimes I do cardio. Depends on how I'm feeling. Afterwards. Not always. I go by feel. Then I decided that I'm going to do legs 2 days in a row. So I won't even start unless I'm feeling all right, because I'm going to do it 2 days in a row. Some days I do this movement a lot. It's all by feel. It's not really written down and planned. Probably in January I'll come up with a slightly strict plan, but I really do go by feel. Like, in particular, I've pushed through sit-ups while my lower back clicks each time. And at night I'll be sitting and it just lights up with like pain. I've done that numerous times too, but yeah. I'm pretty happy with my gains so far. I don't know if there's really any gains. It seems like I'm losing body fat, which I'm okay with. I did make gains on push-ups. I'm not sure about today though, based on yesterday. So I'm gonna start though, because yeah. Alexa, 2-minute timer. Alexa, stop. That one was alright. So day by day. And I swear this floor seems to be different each day, but I don't care. Well, if you do enough of them, the push-ups will mostly do chest. However, if you try and push them out quickly, you're going to rock forward and backwards too, which will engage the shoulders, the back, the triceps, and the forearms, but mostly chest. However, every muscle group will try and help out. So if you keep doing them like a lot in a day, each day over and over. Like sometimes my chest is sore, some not really, like slightly. Sometimes my triceps. Sometimes I'll feel the front delt. Sometimes, like last night, for some reason I felt the upper left trap, or the upper left teres minor, I guess is what they would call it around that area. But yeah, pretty much everything, if you do enough of them, because the other muscle groups will give out before the chest. Like how the runners, like the legs give out, it's like the same thing. Alexa, 2-minute timer. So I had my theory on marathons on the chest, which is still in progress. I'm not sure. So I weighed myself, and I'm at 159.7, supposedly. So my sit-ups are pretty strong tonight. Alexa, so. Nice. That'd be cool. Yes, push-ups are good for the core. If you're super strict and don't arch your back and stuff, you will feel it right in the center, like a lot, especially if you do the sit-ups prior. Like if you choose to be really good on form, which is, it's fine, I was for a while, but I found just swimming, that just like move like water, like swimming, that movement is just more effective. Just like going to move something, like if you try and be all strict and slow, it's a pain in the butt, but if you give it some oomph in a different way, it moves. So, same theory, but injury and risk is higher when you reduce form. So I try and stick to like 85-90% good form. But full lockout, like locking the elbows out, is so bad for the joint. It cuts off blood flow, just like if you lock your knees when you stand. It's not my idea of fun. However, good form is good form. Totally. So I'm due for another set of push-ups, which gotta get the ball rolling, basically. And I swear this floor is different, but that's okay. Alexa, 2-minute timer. And the timer's up, so we'll just do 5. Alexa, stop. I did one extra. It's happening occasionally. I'm trying to read that from here. I can't though. So I'm gonna blast this one out, and then we have our last set, and we'll call that good for today. Alexa, 2-minute timer. Alexa, stop. So that's our last set of sit-ups. Thanks. Oh, thanks. I wouldn't mind being a personal trainer. Once my body's more like looking better to me, then I can probably pursue something like that. Actually, the sit-ups were really difficult for a while. Like, thanks. I call it coming out of the water. I used to pull myself out of the water around 35 reps instead of doing them real like stout quickly, and then I would have my knees go outwards instead of so close together for many reps afterwards, and I'd do like 2 real fast and then normal, or 5 real fast and then normal. But now I can go all the way to 50 and then I just relax. I don't want to explain it. And I call them, we have butterfly reps where my knees are outwards. We have dragon reps where I'm real tight. And then we have swimming where I'm kind of just like my hands in front of my face, kind of like rocking myself in or swimming myself in. So yeah. Same thing with push-ups. Sometimes I do them different, but lately I'm just trying to get as many as I can in the timer. And movement is movement. So we're going to start our next set as soon as my hands get a little less sweaty. And I'm totally feeling these regardless of how it looks. My body's dedicating more time recovering my hamstrings and quads. And so definitely feeling it. I was on the bar earlier when I was sitting, and my right pectoral kept fluttering. Then I come back to the house and my right pectoral's fluttering, and when I was younger that was like a common thing that would occur, and I can't stand it because my recovery was different before that had happened. I'm used to shoulders, back, and the back doing that, not the right pectoral. So anyways, thanks. I guess my standard's too high, including on how long this is taking me, but one day at a time. I do kind of like the way I look, but not really. I kind of want my hair back and a few other things, but that's okay. So this is my last set, and we will call it good for the night. We'll do a fit check too. I'm looking stronger, but my reps are different. So it's just one of those things. Alexa, 2-minute timer. Alexa, stop. My legs got a little wobbly on that one. It happens from time to time. I like the long hair way better. Thank you. I appreciate it. I see that your account was made in 2021. So you've been on YouTube a long time. So we'll do a fit check and we'll see how this goes. Start with a lat spread. It definitely looks like my body fat is reduced. Do a regular one and this muscular pose, which looks more muscular, but it's definitely not where it normally would be. But I don't care because I don't mind a little bit of energy going to the legs. We'll do a side chest. And some I'm going to work on huff puffing while I pose too, or while I flex. Thank you. Okay, there's this one, which I'm kind of figuring out how to do. Thank you. Okay, thanks. There's some pretty good lighting in here. Yeah. Thank you. That's actually a similar body type I wouldn't mind. Something like those statues. But I'm hoping by Christmas that these will really be puffing out, and my reps of my push-ups, I won't feel so much during the movement. I want to get used to that before I do it. So sometimes I come out of those at only 85 reps, sometimes 90, and then I always make it lately to 130, 140 reps, sometimes only 125. But yeah, so we are going to eat some food. Unfortunately, it's not a barbecue night. I have cooked some food, and I think barbecue is tomorrow. You're not, like, well, yeah. But anyways, I have no problem answering any questions. I have to download Discord, and I have no problem doing that. But thanks, Rick. Totally, it's the same shorts each time, the same look, the same everything. I told myself once I do really good, I do have another pair of shorts. I just, yeah, that's hella funny. Thanks, dude. I've been considering it myself. However, I wanted to really train in the same shirt and same shorts until they're like rags. You know what I mean? Until they're all tattered and worn from just too much movement. But yeah, that's really funny. Dude, you made me laugh. I will totally get another pair of shorts on the next exercise video. He's hella funny for that. I freaking love you, bro. Made me laugh. So I'm gonna go cook some food. Actually, I'm gonna shower, and then I'm gonna eat chicken. I'm gonna eat some chicken and corn, and a small amount of rice, and maybe some oatmeal. Maybe some oatmeal and some eggs. I'm also doing this on egg protein, which I found that my strength doesn't seem to recover as much on eggs, but the way my muscles look, they appear more full when I eat more eggs. I'm not sure. It might be the oil that I'm using in the pan and my body's storing it. I'm not sure. That's still in theory. Thanks, Jupiter. Just want to give a shout out to my daughter. I love you, Soul. I love you, baby. I love you, Soul. Love you, baby. Every workout's for you. You too, Jupiter. Later. Love you, Soul. Love you, baby. That one was definitely a